It was a day that saw just about all the emotions humans can feel. I mean, there was laughter and there were tears, there was joy and sadness, there was hope and despair. You know, there were 35 total family members and a couple of members of Manual AME that spoke today, and they ranged from someone who offered to come to Dylann Roof's jail cell and pray with him to a woman that said that she hopes he goes to hell. Several of them actually said that they hope that Dylann Roof ends up in hell. And, you know, today was just a formal sentencing. The jury's verdict is binding, so nothing was going to change today. But it did give the families an opportunity to actually speak directly to Dylann Roof instead of answering questions from prosecutors or the judge. We realized very quickly in the hearing that Dylann Roof wasn't going to pay any attention to anybody. He just stared forward. You know, he had the same 1,000-yard stare, you know, his head down slightly. But that didn't stop folks from trying to address him. The one that I remember the most was right towards the beginning. One of the family members said, "Dylann," you know, kind of like you're trying to get a hold of him. They went, "Dylann," and they went, "Dylann," really loud. I mean, you know, startling the whole courtroom except for Dylann Roof, who never moved. He's had about the same kind of reaction throughout this whole, I guess it's been about 3-week trial. I mean, he doesn't look at anybody really. He just kind of stares ahead. I mean, he occasionally answers questions, but his face is blank. There's no emotion on it, you know. He doesn't smile. He doesn't frown. It's just blank. Several people mentioned he has a cold, dark heart, and I think, you know, from looking at it, you could see how they come up with that assessment. I mean, there's just he hasn't apologized. He's never shown any remorse for this. He said, in fact, yesterday he said this was something he had to do. He said that when he confessed on June the 18th, one day after the shooting in 2015. He said the same thing yesterday, right before the jury sentenced him to death.